Hey, what is going on, folks? Captain Murder back. Do some ship streaming tonight. I'm planning on spending about the next 2 hours here exclusively rolling with the new Russian destroyers. Feel free to drop any questions you have in the chat. Thank you for all the new followers. Brian K from YouTube and Judge Judy Slayer. That's a great name, man. I love it. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully you're still with us or sticking with us for a little bit. I'd love to get your thoughts on the new Russian destroyers as I kind of make the maiden voyages here. I'm running kind of a standard Trubetskoy build on all these guys. Base trait, Battle Rage is on, of course, for incoming damage reduction. Observant range, minus 8% reload time, plus 15% torpedo detectability, and of course, definitely impacting that rudder shift by a tune of 10%. I'm going with Look at Me Now. I might mess around with this a little bit. I want to keep that detectability range, especially for these lower tier destroyers, the tier 4, the tier 5. Hey, Senior Chief, how's it going, bud? Thanks for joining us, Swick. I appreciate you jumping on. Sounds like you're working with a prospect tonight. Very cool. Out there doing your civic duty. I love it. You're such a great ambassador to this game, man. I really appreciate everything you do. I'm so glad we're connected and friends through this community. You're one in a million, dude. We need more like you out there on the open seas. Back to the Trubetskoy build. I'll probably mess around with mortar a little bit, taking that on and off just to see how the guns behave. It definitely impacts your detectability. So we'll see how that goes. Probably try that with the Kiev a little bit more. The tier 6 new Russian destroyer. Definitely keeping Twist and Track on there for the time being. Again, might mess around with playing with fire once I go back to that mortar build. Smoke on the water. Definitely want that to make sure that smoke screen gets down and gets fast as quickly as possible. And then, of course, Unstoppable. It's a must for all destroyer players. The only way you could get away with not really running Unstoppable, in my mind, is if you're in one of those Japanese destroyers and you don't plan on ever really shooting your guns or doing anything with really unveiling yourself to the enemy. For a Russian destroyer, when you're spending so much time visible, shooting your guns at those mid-range shots, you gotta have Unstoppable. If you lose your prop out there, you're pretty much screwed, especially if you don't have a smoke. Got my Mordov up to 16.2, which I'm pretty excited about. It enhances my reload time. Make those guns crack off all that much faster. And then, of course, keeping Bay on there for detectability. But we'll mess around with that as the session goes on here. I took these out once yesterday. I ran each ship once just to kind of get a kind of an initial feel. And I like them. I do like them. You've got longer torpedoes on these guys, which is good. I kind of opted out of the boosting all these upgrades, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. The firing range gets increased there, pretty standard, and definitely could use a little bit more hit points and add a few AA mounts. What I really like is this one here. Gets my torpedoes up to 7 kilometers. 7 kilometers on a Russian destroyer. Oh my god, that's the itch I've been needing to get scratched. Of course, the guns on these bad boys, still 133 mil. Or excuse me, 130 millimeters, 6.1 second reload time, admirable, 9% fire setting chance, kind of a base, and doing almost 2,000 a crack at tier 4, yeah baby. Torps again, 7 kilometers, 65 knots, dealing 15,000 damage for tier 4, I'll take it. Decent AA defense for tier 4. Maneuverability, this is where it kind of starts to sting a little bit. 6.1 rudder shift time, not so sexy. Max speed, 36.5. You're not really going to catch up to a Fubuki. It's kind of average. It's kind of average. And concealment with this build is 5.6. Now, once I take off some of those concealment spiffs, I'm probably going to get this up a little bit closer to 6.4, 6.5, somewhere in there. So pretty much everything's outspotting you at a destroyer level. So we'll see what happens. Let's hit the sea. I haven't decided if I'm going to make a full video on this yet, or if I'm just going to maybe publish this this stream here to the community. But regardless, it'll be fun to get in these things. So glad they introduced these things at this stage in the game. It adds a whole new level of complexity to destroyer play. So we've got another Subra out there, and Acosta, Kirov, Omaha, Nuremberg, Leander, Pensy, Nevada, New Mexico. So a couple tier 5s, but mostly tier 4s. No divisions over there on the red team, and no newbie patches. So this should be a pretty competitive game, except for the Acosta on that. So here we are on straight. And one of the things I noticed last night is definitely that rudder shift is something to be mindful of. Certainly with all Soviet destroyers, but not really used to having a chance to play him much here at tier 4, so this is exciting stuff to me. I didn't even look to see what I had with me. Who's over here? Pensy and a Tennessee. All right, good. Both tier 5s. There's our Leander. Want to make sure we're being mindful of not getting too close to his sonar range. There's the Acosta, the noobiest noob. I'm already spotted by that guy, which is just fine. Got some real nice melty guns here, so this guy hopefully just comes right in. Is that your plan there, Acosta? Right now it seems like it. He's not going to just run into these torpedoes here, is he? I'm going to position as though he is. Look at that! There he is! Hey, bud! Thank you. Pop, pop! No! Horrible shooting. This dispersion on this thing, I'm already noticing, is not the sexiest, but whatever. And... wah, wah, wah. The Leander smoke back there. Torque reload's pretty good on this. Let me go ahead and push here. Got my Pensy coming up. Let me go ahead and torque drop. Twist and track is showing he's right in that smoke still. I'm holding smoke, so if I get in a pinch... Oh, Nuremberg's coming over. Oh, Crack, crack. Gotti! Nice shot, Tennessee. That's the kind of teammating I'm looking for. Let's go, boys. Let's push up here. It's just the Leander and this silly bastard little New Mexico coming over. We got this. We got this. There he is. Just chilling. Matt Dillon on penicillin. Oh, not too close. Okay, now I'm fucked. Alright, let's check out this smoke. Minute 20. That works. Come on, boys. Push up. This guy's gonna push me with his sonar here. If we can't get this going, I'm in trouble. Come on, fuckers. Get up here. There he is. Ain't rocket science. There's his torps. I'd have to use a speed burst here to get away from this one, yep. Alright. Off this rocket. Alright. Leander's gotta go, folks. Got a torpedo for you, bud? Need a torpedo? You need one? Gotcha! There we go. That's how you subriate slimy. I gotta figure out how to pronounce this ship name. You guys know me, you know how much I hate butchering ship names. Is New Mexico coming in? No, he's backing up. These are just in casers, just in case he decides to not back up. And he's gonna. So our flank's doing a great job. The other flank is fucking off. We've still got a enemy Suba on the board, so I gotta be a little mindful of that. What the hell is this Tennessee doing back here, man? What's this Iron Duke doing here? Come on, bud. I can't go roaring out there. This Omaha's gonna chunk me down. What I want to do is get around this guy. There we go. Hey, what's up, Miguel? How you doing tonight, man? Thanks for checking in from YouTube. I appreciate it. I'm really trying to build up my my YouTube followers. If I'm not mistaken, didn't you comment on that video I made yesterday? If so, I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Spent a lot of time editing and making those things. You never know if people are gonna really care about them. Uh-oh. How's this guy looking? There we go. We need to get him off the board, and once we do, that should be good. Alright. Might torp run this Nevada. I don't know how much health that guy has. Come on, Tennessee, do your thing over there, bud. It's the one thing I'm not a huge fan of in Russian destroyers is I find it a little difficult to do like a proper torp run in them, at least in open water. That's kind of a French destroyer specialty, but I try to get away with it in as many ships as I can. Why'd we give up on this New Mexico? That's going to be a problem. He's healing up. Alright, here we go. I might just drop and pop here. Ick. Not liking that dispersion. Alright. So I'm going to get my torpedo tubes at a better angle here. Well, is he going to turn in or turn out? Uh-oh. Is that it for my dispersion? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. No, we're good. Yeah, what's the DD build you're running? Oh yeah. For Gunzo, yeah? That thing is filthy, man. A lot of the top dudes in my clan are all about it. And rightly so. So one of the things I noticed is when I was checking the health on this enemy destroyer, I noticed he had an extra health bar. And that tells me that he's running Sims as an inspiration for the extra hit points. It's one of the dead giveaways. I know he's up in Bravo right now trying to take that cap. It's not going to matter. We should be able to kill this New Mexico and then just call it a day here. But the one of the big thing a lot of destroyer players really struggle with, especially when they're first starting out, is figuring out when they should or shouldn't enter an engagement. And so many times I see destroyer players entering engagements with a huge deficit. Now sometimes you have to, because the game just needs you to do something to take a chance or be risky or whatever it is. He's gonna hit. Come on, give me a hit. Give me a hit. Put it on the board. Yipper. Kind of like the Subrit slide. I gotta freaking Google that, man. Alright, what's the next one? Oh man, I'm gonna butcher this one too. I know they said it in the video, the release video for it. They pronounced them all for us. Probably have to go back and watch that. Yeah, the Gunzo reload, man. It's filthy. And even when you compare it to Mosquito Brutes for Blue Feroria, with Mosquito Brutes, you take such a huge deficit of torpedo damage, and German destroyers, like, their torpedo damage isn't that great anyway. So, I mean, it's taking a 30% hit on torpedo damage with Mosquito Brutes, but with Torpedo Bundle and Gunzo special skill, you're only losing 10% to the torpedo damage. No-brainer, man. Absolute no-brainer. The big thing with that build is you got to figure out how to get a little bit of torpedo range somewhere else, and that's why I run it with Gleaves, which I think it's absolutely necessary. The big difference, and I'm glad that you joined, man, because I really want to point out the big difference with running Gleaves on that Gunzo build, just to get that extra. It's roughly like half a kilometer. It gets your torpedoes from 8 to 8.5 kilometers. Why that's valuable, and why it's even more valuable now that Bay and Swirsky got nerfed, is that extra half a kilometer is the difference between breaking concealment and not breaking concealment when you're in a destroyer and you're chasing a battleship. So that battleship's moving away from you. between the torpedo speed and his actual ship speed, you need that extra distance. Otherwise, you're trying to fire torpedoes on a battleship that's kiting away from you, and you have to break concealment just to get within torpedo range. And at that point, it's kind of pointless. So, man, I highly recommend running Gleaves on that, dude. Alright, what's his boy? Mahan, Akatsuki, Mahan. My twisting track's is picking up something just in front of this Colorado. I'm gonna drop these on the Colorado, and I'm actually gonna slow down right here. And I'm gonna let my friends know that there's a DD coming in here. And it might just be Colorado. That'd be nice. Are those DDs wolfpacking? Not in division. I'm spotted. Where are you, boy? There he is. Oh, take a torp? Yeah, baby! Put it on the board! Yes! Oh, man. My concealment in this thing is garbage. I'm gonna just smoke and pop here. You can do that kind of stuff when you're, you've already got that destroyer off the board. You're not worried about your smoke getting torped at all. It's the nice reward to... Yeah, these guys are screwed. I'm gonna drop a couple more in here. Now, one thing when you only got 2 bundles of torps, there's kind of a question about, should I fire both racks at the same time, or should I just fire one and wait for them to adjust? If I only have 2 racks, I'm usually dropping them both at once. If I've got 3 racks, it depends. Yeah, I've got 51 more seconds to just burn down here. Yes, please. Take one in the ass. You're welcome. Because my goal when I shoot 6 torpedoes is I want to hit it with at least 1. Yeah, good call on Gleaves, dude. You will be very, very glad that you're running that. And try it out. Like, obviously it's not optimal to be shooting torpedoes at battleships that are running away from you. But you'll be so thankful you have it in those, because anytime you are doing that, it's because you're desperate and you need to get a torpedo on that dude. I'm gonna just stay open here. It's kind of risky. I know I got this Gneisenau coming over. I might quiet my guns down here a little bit. Why am I... Oh, the Leon spotted me? Yeah. Let's see if I can get a little closer to this guy. Yeah, agreed, man. Alright, I'll be curious to see if this Gneisenau goes bow in here, or if he turns away. It's very unlikely he's going to keep... Yeah, he's going to start to turn out. There he goes. So that means I can drop these right here. Oh, I'm going to lose my range, though. See, here's my 5.9 range is just not doing anyone any favors. Myself included. Wow, it's doing the Gneisenau a favor. This is where I need a little help playing Russian DDs. I forget that my job in this thing is really to be at that 7 to 10 kilometer range and just being an absolute nuisance to anything. This Leon coming in, this is my bread and butter right here. This 8 kilometer to 10 kilometers. This is really where I need to be doing all my work. I will say these 130-kilometer guns on these things are very serviceable. Got a nice sound coming out. I'll have to go back and look. I don't remember if they're the exact same as the Tashkent, but there we go. Yeah, and these Soviet DDs, if you're not using your guns for most of the match, you're really doing yourself a disservice. And in this type of environment here, where your team's up by a lot, man, you can really clean up here. You just kind of get around your other destroyers and just open up with your guns. This Gaida on my team, he doesn't have the same luxury. I'm sitting here with all my health, and I can take a couple real solid pops from the battleships here and be okay. Got a smoke if I need it. And that's kind of the goal. The ideal scenario in these Russian destroyers is, you know, get to halfway through, end of the match with plenty of health, man, and it's going to be a lot of juicy cleanup duty. What's tough is those early torps or an early 1v1 gun battle with another destroyer. You're really limited in what else you can do in that match. It's a lot more difficult to want to open up with your guns. And that's what makes that other line of Russian destroyers so challenging, is when you can't be shooting those guns, you're left with your, 4-kilometer torpedoes. You can't fire those from concealment. So what are you supposed to do? You got a 500 to 1,000 health left, you're crippled. Now, if you're in a Fubuki and you got 500 to 1,000 health left, no problem. Zip around, drop torps everywhere. You can even do that in a Mahan and a Gaida, T-61, Eigel. Pretty much, and now in these new Soviet destroyers, you've got 7-kilometer torps, so you have the opportunity, if you're low health, to be dropping torps from concealment. You're not rendered useless. These things are super viable. I'm really excited to have them. Colorado's gonna die. New Orleans is coming out of the smoke. Oh, that's that destroyer over there. What was it again? Mahan? Yeah. Little too late, bud. How's this guy not dead yet? I mean, I guess I can shoot. I might just settle down and take this cap. I know it's not super sexy, but Mahan's at half. Yeah, real punchy sounds from these guys. I love it. So far, very impressed with the guns. Tier 5 is got a unique gun or turret arrangement. It's got one up front and one in the back, and they each have 2 guns apiece. So you're at 4 guns with those guys. Yeah, good artillery. Really. I really like the damage output on these things. They hang well at all 3 of these tiers. 7-kilometer torps. Yes. Thank you, Daddy. I will say too, all these ships play very similar. They have the same caliber guns. You just kind of add 1 gun as you move up the line. The torpedoes on the tier 5 is a 2x3. What was it on the tier 4? 2x3 as well. 15,000 damage, 7 kilometers. Still have 4 guns, that 130 cal, 130 millimeter. What's the health? I really want to find out the difference between these ships. Hit pool, 11,300. I think there's a little bit more here. Yeah, 15.5. So that's a difference. Really, the same guns, just slightly different turret arrangement. The tier 4 is a 4x1, a 2x2 arrangement on the tier 5. For the torpedoes, do the same amount of damage. AA is, I'm guessing, probably a little bit better. 37 knots. You got a touch more speed, but you're losing concealment. What am I missing there? Alright, so apparently this tier 4 is going to be a little bit easier to suffering critical damage. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's one of the things that make the tier 5 superior. It's a Nevny class, so... But if you compare this to the Nevny, I mean, look at this. The torps at 4 kilometers, boo. Same guns. Nevny's got less health. Same concealment. Nevny's just a touch faster, but not much. Yeah, the torps are a lot better, Miguel. For sure. They're serviceable. Honestly, after playing this line a few games, I don't know why you'd play the other line. It's the same caliber gun. It's just better torps. Now, the tier 6, this gun is so similar to the Leningrad, or this ship is so similar to the Leningrad. I mean, look at this style. Look at the body. The turret arrangement. Turret arrangement's a little different. Alright, I'll take a quick look at these guns from a Leningrad comparison. Because the Leningrad's got 8-kilometer torpedoes that go 60 knots. 2x4. And 5x1 on the guns. The Kiev... 8-kilometer torps, 65 knots, so just a hair slower. And 2x5, so you're getting more. You're getting a couple extra fish, or 1 extra fish with each rack. but 3x2 on the gun, so you're getting 6 guns instead of 5, which is nice. Here's where this ship hurts, man. The Kiev, 13,000 health, but you get 2 heals. Now let's talk about these heals for a second, because I'm gonna compare this to the Kid at tier 6. The health for the Kid, I want to be really clear about this. The heals for the Kid are going to heal you more than the heals for the Kiev. 67 health per second at 28 seconds. You could do the math. I'm not going to bore you with breaking out my phone right now. Actually, I will. $67 by 28. 18,076 times 2. 3,700. 3,700. Hey, what's up, Casey? Thank you for the compliment, buddy. I appreciate it. I don't know if I should expose your gamer tag. I won't, bud. I love you nonetheless. The Kid. The heals on the Kid are slightly better. Come on. So if we get all the way over to the Kid ski here. Day. All right, so you got 2 heals, but these heals, 81. Man, that's significantly better. Consumable duration 28 seconds. 2,268. So 4,500 versus, what did I say, 3,700 something? A little bit better there. But look at the Kid's health pool. 16,400 base. The Kiev is like 13,300. So I bring that up to highlight a couple things. Number one, the Kiev is really a ship that you want to choose your engagements wisely. What's up? I love it. How's it going, Caution? Good to see you, bud. Going through some Russian destroyers tonight, buddy. So yeah, the health pool on this Kiev is, I wouldn't say cause for concern, but it's something to be mindful about. I think the name of the game here is get into that first engagement, do everything you can to emerge victorious. If it's a 1v1 against another destroyer, you've got to be mindful of that health pool. You're gonna struggle against American destroyers. You're gonna struggle against a Z-35. I mean, look at a Z-35's health pool compared to this. 13-3 versus 21-3. Let me check and make sure my bay is not. Okay, I gotta take Sims off here just to be fair. But I think it's 19 something base. Yeah, 1900. So those heals are nice, but they're not going to be that useful in an initial engagement when you're going 1v1 against a Z-35. If you can bang him up a little bit and get out of there alive, yeah, you know, those health those heals are gonna help you out, but that much health pool, I'm gonna be a little bit more inclined to stay out of that that up close and personal space until I see that I've either got some cruiser support in there, or I know that he's burned his sonar. So just things to think about when you're rolling around in these new fellas. Let me play a game in this guy, and then we'll take a look at the Udaloy, the tier 7. A lot of the friends I have that play PC, they just think that Udaloy is just a superstar. I hope it is too for console here. Yeah, I think you almost have to run Sims on the Kiev. Which is too bad. It almost, it's locking in one of your inspirations right out of the gate. I am in an empty warehouse. I'm messing with some new effects. I don't know if you can hear this one. Yeah, I got a new Stream Deck that's not completely customized yet. What we got in here? Yucky, Sanguine, and One Shot in a division. Some good players. So this Bliskovica, definitely something to worry about. 1900 damage on the Kiev shells. HE's at 9%, I believe, caution. That's probably a little bit better. Nope. There you go. Alright, so keep my eyes open for that division. I've got this other DD coming over here. Good lord. Got me messing with my mic mid-game. I see. Yeah. There we go. Alright, that Bliskovica is going to be on the outside out here. I'm spotted. There he is. Alright. Let's go ahead and shut it down. I've got range on Helena, do I? No. But I've got cap supremacy, so if this guy wants to back up, try to get his teeth back in that cap, he's going to pay for it. See if I can drag and draw here. kind of a classic DD positioning technique. Uh-oh. I need this other destroyer to get his ass up here is what I need right now. There he is. One shot. Put these guns to work. Torps hit. Come on, fuckers. Shoot at this bitch. Come on. Gotti! I'm gonna die. What the fuck, honestly? I got a little aggressive there, not gonna lie. Nice, Galva. How's it going, bud? All right, so let's take a look at the let's take a look at the oh. Take a look at the Oodaloy. Why you not let me look? There she is. Alright, so she's gonna have heals too. Same caliber guns, right? So that 130 millimeter followed the entire line from tier 4 to tier 7. 6 guns on the Oodaloy. Torpedoes 3x5. That's pretty sexy. You're gonna be able to get that torpedo range probably up to like 8 kilometers. Decent AA 44. That'll knock a few down for sure. About the same concealment as the Kiev health pool, 1600, 16,000. Nice traverse speed on the guns. Okay. So the real win there, I think, is the. Take another quick look at that. I think the real win here on the Oodaloy is going to be. The turret traverse and the torpedoes. Keep in mind that reload time on these torps is 2 minutes, so that's not stupendous. But you're putting 15 in the water at once, so it's pretty sexy for a Ruski. A Ruski. On the Kiev, you cannot swap out smoke for heals. You just get them both, buddy. So there you go. You don't have to make a choice. You just get them both, which is good. I don't want to really make a comparison to the Minsk. I think the Minsk is pretty much, dare I say it, it's pretty much unplayable at this point. It's got the same guns. It's got a little bit more of a health pool, but no heals. Same crap torps. It wins in speed. I'll give it that. Same concealment. Dude, I don't care about 70 knot torps when they go when there's a 4 kilometer range on them. I just don't. The worst thing about these Soviet torps is when you run a Gleaves inspiration on them, it doesn't help because you're adding 4, 5, 6% to nothing. So screw it. Hey Pickles, thanks man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this echo tonight. I apologize for it, but I don't even know where it's coming from if I'm being honest. I got a new Stream Deck and it's probably coming off of that somehow. It's definitely my Stream Deck. I'm working on my sound effects for all the kitties. All right, let's take the Leningrad out for a rip here. This thing feels so similar to the Kiev. You know what I bet I can do? I know how I can fix this. I'm gonna just take this filter off my Stream Deck. Bet that'll change it. Oh yeah, it sounds a little better, doesn't it? Iago Moss. Got a Flintsky out here on the horizon. Just gonna go over there and do Flint things, sure. Oh yeah. Pickles, not much is new, bud. Running some Ruski destroyers here. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think I gotta smoke up. It's alright. That'll keep stuff from coming in here. No Tennessee. Papa? What you gonna do, kid? Alright. I already got this cap. I don't even know what I'm doing up so close. I don't feel like sitting back here and waiting for that Flint to burn me now. Skedaddle. Yeah, I did have a voice changer on, but I took it off, man. So I really don't know why it's still giving me that echo. It shouldn't be. Like I uninstalled it. just turn it off? The whole thing. I really don't want to be messing around with this in-game. Got Pickles running technical support. I love it. Oh yeah. Kids, don't try this at home. Jack around with your stream and try to fix your mic at the same time and play warships. My team's having a tough time over here. I have to focus. There he is. I'm in trouble now. This Flint's gonna get me good. Uh-oh, it's this guy. Hey, Eigel. Should have him before he kills me, at least. Yeah. Alright, sorry for the technical difficulty, friends. Try that. First sub of the month was Judge Judy Slayer. I went a little early. Or Judge Judy Slayer. That was funny. Hey, what's going on, Zaire? Got you entered in the thing there, dude. I appreciate you following the stream, bud. Galva, I'm only gonna play a couple more, bud. I got to get off in a little bit for my fantasy football draft tonight. probably be on a little bit later, though. I'll hit you up. I got one other thing I can try here. I got this new voice modulator called Voice Mod. See if that'll do it. Come on, open. All right, Fubuki and a kid. Great. Here's that kid scenario that we were talking about. I am located. I'd say there's a fair to middling chance it's probably that kid over here. The other advantage I have with him is that he is... he's got a different smoke scenario than me. Zaire, what's my team? I don't know if you're talking about my hat. This is the Minnesota Loons hat. It's a soccer team here in Minnesota where I live. If that's not what you meant, man, let me know. I don't mean to be elusive. I like to answer questions properly. I can't get this voice mod thing to open up now. There's the kid. Let's go. Oh, I did this because I got that cruiser behind me. I feel good about it. Name of the game here is get this guy to waste his torpedoes. Ooh. He coming out? Ooh, 2x5. That looks sexy. Oh yeah, sexy spread on those torpedoes. Gotti! Uh-oh, Budiani, that's his problem. I might as well just stay in this smoke. Ooh, he got popped. Pop that pussy. Hey, pop that pussy. All brakes. Not feeling that. Not feeling the breakage there. There he goes. How you doing, Nizenau? How you doing? Oh, a fantasy team. Yeah, NFL. I'm in a dynasty league, so we only draft. You keep all your teams or all your players on your team from year over year. But I won my league last year, so I'm hoping to repeat. We keep a big pot of money in case anyone ever repeats, and then they win a huge pot of money. You got to win 2 years in a row, though. All right, I'm just skedaddling here. That's all I'm doing. These guys are pushing in pretty hard. I got no smokes. I've got a Nizenau coming in. Yeah, I'm just GTFO at this point. See that guy, that Duca right there? He wants my scalp. way he comes straight in, is there? Have smoke in a minute. Wow. This guy's in I don't give a fuck mode. Alright, still only that Nizen with the range. Oh, dude, look at this. Look at this numpty. Say hello to my little friends! Oh, you cut him! Nice cut, duck of death. Nice cut. I was really counting on those hitting. I'm in a bad spot now. Alright, I'm gonna try to go AP on his broadside here. This will be a nice little test. This will be a nice little test. No. Ricky's. There I went. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that there. Nice. Look at this cluster of fuck nuggets over here. Looking good, boys. Looking real strong over there. Yeah, so the Kiev, that health pool is going to be a challenge. I think the way to go is definitely getting that Sims inspiration happening. The I don't know why this is giving me fits today. Bear with me for a second here, boys. It's time I have. Is that gonna do it? That might help. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. All right, so back to Trubetskoy. I'm gonna give this a shot with the with mortar instead of look at me now. I'm giving up that detectability. No, it's not better on the mic. Gosh dang it. I can't get this program to open, which is driving me cuckoo. Tell you what, I'll just uninstall it. How about that? Might make me dump the feed. I don't really want to do that. That Kiev's still in battle somehow. Oh yeah, it's the one I just took in. Alright, I'll probably run one more here, guys. I gotta jump off and take care of my fantasy football business. And I'll probably be back on later. Man, I've done everything on the fly here I possibly can. I've reset the mic. I've deselected all the programs I put on. It's a head scratcher. Oh! Oh! I got it! Who says I can't be my own tech support? Actually, I'll give it up to Pickles. Farragut, Fabuki, Icarus, Devonshire. All right, 6.5. This is my new concealment. Playing the range game. I don't know. I feel so exposed. So exposed. No, I'm not going to hang out by that squadron of airplanes. Oh, this Farragut's just rolling right in here, isn't he? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Thanks, Miguel. Appreciate your patience here, buddy. Alright, this Farragut's got a death wish, man. Oh, look at that. HE just slapping away. Oh, crossfire. Alright. Devonshire. Finish him up. No hits. Sweet. Fuck my life. Get over the mountain? Oh! Oh, he's behind two mountains. Oh, I bet I know exactly what the problem is. I didn't put an on and off switch on my Stream Deck, so it was running all those filters all at the same time. Duh. Well, this sucks. I didn't get a very good look at these guns. I'm gonna roll out here on this Koenig. Actually, the New Mexico back there is probably a better target for me. Spotted. Where you at, bud? for me? Got some for me? No. Fire on him. Let's put some up in your superstructure for you, bud. Ooh. Oh, just lost range. Come on now. 6.9. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away. Alright, why is no one spotting here? There we go. Ugh. Not super impressed with the, I'm getting one hit every time out of 4. It's only a few breaks. Yeah. Alright, get my exit strategy going. This guy's getting cute here. Really? We're running. Oh, it's this guy. Hey, bud, how are ya? Really? We're gonna Icarus together? Please don't have torps. Please don't have torps. There they are. Slapping on the brakes. Slapping on the brakes. No, got me. Fuck. That was not hot. It was not hot at all. One of the many things that prove these Russian DDs to be challenging. There's too much fucking around with these 2 battleships over here. Way too much fucking around. I still don't know what this motherfucker's doing. Are you AFK, dude? You've been sitting there doing jack fucking squat. Ah, he's a tier 4. I can't get mad at a tier 4 player. Yeah, he's AFK. Huh. Yeah. Not the sexiest. What do we got? Yeah. Guys, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks for jumping on, joining the stream. Miguel, thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it. Zaire, got some YouTube love tonight, man. I'm really digging that. Appreciate it. And yeah, I might jump on a little bit later tonight. I haven't decided, but I'll definitely see you out there on the seas, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.